BT Creator.
Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn, ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí. Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn, ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí. Yorùbá ẹ ronú jinlẹ̀ o, ẹ jẹ́ a jọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Dúró lórí Odùduwà nation o, òmìnira làwa ń fẹ́. Gbé kémi gbé kájọ gbé, la ó fi délẹ̀ ìlérí. Gbé kémi gbé kájọ gbé, la ó fi délẹ̀ ìlérí. Nẹ́kọ̀ọ́ olórin ẹ̀sìn orí àǹdè mo tún dé. Omi balẹ̀ á nípa o, mi ò kí n kọrin lásán. Orin
BT Creator.
Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn, ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí. Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn, ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí. Yorùbá ẹ ronú jinlẹ̀ o, ẹ jẹ́ a jọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Dúró lórí Odùduwà nation o, òmìnira làwa ń fẹ́. Gbé kémi gbé kájọ gbé, la ó fi délẹ̀ ìlérí. Gbé kémi gbé kájọ gbé, la ó fi délẹ̀ ìlérí. Nẹ́kọ̀ọ́ olórin ẹ̀sìn orí àǹdè mo tún dé. Omi balẹ̀ á nípa o, mi ò kí n kọrin lásán. Orin ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí nítumọ̀ òmìnira ló dálé lórí. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn kọ́ ni tèyí, mi ò gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn wá rárá. Àìlásọ lọ́rùn pàkà sówó lápérò fáwọn kan. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa tẹ wá mẹ́rẹ̀ o, Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ a gbọ́n. Odùduwà nation ló bá wa Yorùbá pátá. Yorùbá ti lé 70 million, a lè dá dúró. Kí kálukú sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ká mẹ́rẹ̀ ta ó jẹ́. Àìṣerú ẹ máa sọ wá dẹrú, ṣe ti gbọ́. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn, ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí. Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn, ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí. Yorùbá ẹ ronú jinlẹ̀ o, ẹ jẹ́ a jọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Dúró lórí Odùduwà nation o, òmìnira làwa ń fẹ́. Gbé kémi gbé kájọ gbé, la ó fi délẹ̀ ìlérí. Gbé kémi gbé kájọ gbé, la ó fi délẹ̀ ìlérí. Lórí Yorùbá nation ọ̀pọ̀ ìyapa ẹnu. Àwọn kan ní ká lọ, àwọn kan ní ká má ì lọ. Àwọn tó ní ká lọ, kí ni wọ́n rò, kí ni wọ́n rí. Wọ́n lóhun ló pè wá tí a ò fi ní jẹ wá mọ́. Àwọn tó ní ká má lọ, èrò tí wọ́n ní pé tọ́ba kún àtàbà lọ ò ṣe ta ni ó so lórí. Láàrin àwọn Yorùbá ṣé ìyẹn ò tún ní dogun. Èrò tèmi nẹ́kọ̀ọ́ orí àǹdè akọrin. Tọ́ba pín wa tàbá lọ, tàbá lè fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Òun ló máa pín wá jù, tá ò bá fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Ó máa fìyà jẹ wá gan o, ó máa fìyà jẹ wá gan. Tá nation o, òmìnira làwa ń fẹ́. Gbé kémi gbé kájọ gbé, la ó fi délẹ̀ ìlérí. Gbé kémi gbé kájọ gbé, la ó fi délẹ̀ ìlérí. Nẹ́kọ̀ọ́ olórin ẹ̀sìn orí àǹdè mo tún dé. Omi balẹ̀ á nípa o, mi ò kí n kọrin lásán. Orin ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí nítumọ̀ òmìnira ló dálé lórí. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn kọ́ ni tèyí, mi ò gbọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn wá rárá. Àìlásọ lọ́rùn pàkà sówó lápérò fáwọn kan. Wọ́n fẹ́ máa tẹ wá mẹ́rẹ̀ o, Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ a gbọ́n. Odùduwà nation ló bá wa Yorùbá pátá. Yorùbá ti lé 70 million, a lè dá dúró. Kí kálukú sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ká mẹ́rẹ̀ ta ó jẹ́. Àìṣerú ẹ máa sọ wá dẹrú, ṣe ti gbọ́. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn, ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí. Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn, ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí. Yorùbá ẹ ronú jinlẹ̀ o, ẹ jẹ́ a jọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Dúró lórí Odùduwà mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan òun ló máa pé wájú tá ò bá fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan ó máa fìyà jẹ wá gan o ó máa fìyà jẹ wá gan tá ò bá dẹ̀ tún wá lọ tá ò tún fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan pabambari ìyá ní Yorùbá ẹja rori Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí jẹ́ àìṣẹrú ẹ má sọ wá dẹrú ṣẹ́tì gbọ́ solidarity forever solidarity forever solidarity forever we shall always fight for our rights Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí Yorùbá ẹ ronú jinlẹ̀ o ẹ jẹ́ a jọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan dúró lórí Odùduwà nation òmìnira làwa ń fẹ́ gbé kíni gbé kájọ gbé láwọn fi délẹ̀ ilé rí gbé kíni gbé kájọ gbé láwọn fi délẹ̀ ilé rí lórí Yorùbá nation ọ̀pọ̀ ìyapa ẹnu àwọn kan ní ká lọ àwọn kan ní ká má yín lọ àwọn tó ní ká lọ kí ni wọ́n rò kí ni wọ́n rí wọ́n lóhun ló pè wá tí a ò fi ní jẹ wá mọ́ àwọn tó ní ká má lọ èrò tí wọ́n ní pé tọ́bákùn àtàbà lọ ò ṣe ta ni ó so lórí láàrin àwọn Yorùbá ṣé ìyẹn ò tún ní dogun èrò tèmi nẹ́kọ̀ orí adé akọrin tọ́bákùn àtàbà lọ tàbá lè fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan òun ló máa pé
ẹ bá wa ṣe ètò yìí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé àkínyìn ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí.
ó máa fìyà jẹ wá gan tá ò bá dẹ̀ tún wá lọ tá ò tún fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan pabambari ìyá ní Yorùbá ẹja rori Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí Yorùbá ní mí tọkàntọkàn ọmọ Odùduwà ní mí Yorùbá ẹ ronú jinlẹ̀ o ẹ jẹ́ a jọ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan dúró lórí Odùduwà nation òmìnira làwa ń fẹ́ gbé kíni gbé kájọ gbé láwọn fi délẹ̀ ilé rí gbé kíni gbé kájọ gbé láwọn fi délẹ̀ ilé rí àwọn tó jà fáwa Yorùbá ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin má ṣe ṣe lásán òun kájọ délẹ̀ ilé rí gbogbo ọba nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin má ṣe ṣe lásán òun kájọ délẹ̀ ilé rí Ìbà Gani Adams Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò ẹ mọ̀mọ́ kú iṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin má ṣe ṣe lásán òun kájọ délẹ̀ ilé rí Chief Sunday Igboho ṣàkú iṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin má ṣe ṣe lásán òun kájọ délẹ̀ ilé rí gbogbo South Governor ẹ mọ̀mọ́ kú iṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin má ṣe ṣe lásán òun kájọ délẹ̀ ilé rí gbogbo ọmọ Odùduwà tọkàntọkàn ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin má ṣe ṣe lásán òun kájọ délẹ̀ ilé rí kẹ́yìn má ṣe ṣe lásán òun kájọ délẹ̀ ilé rí kẹ́yìn má ṣe ṣe lásán òun kájọ délẹ̀ ilé rí.
kí ni ìdùnnú wa? Ìdùnnú wa ni ká ṣe àṣeyọrí. Ọ̀nà wo ni a lè gbà ṣe àṣeyọrí? Ọ̀nà tí a lè gbà ṣe àṣeyọrí òun náà ni ká tẹ̀ǹpẹ̀lẹ̀ mọ́ nǹkan tí à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ká má ṣe wẹ̀yìn wò lábẹ́ àkóso bó tilẹ̀ wù kó rí ká má ṣe wo kí ni àwọn ènìyàn ń ṣe nípa tiwa. àwọn mélòó ni àṣeyọrí yìí tí ó wúlò fún èmi àti ẹ̀yin. mo kí gbogbo wa wípé a kú dédé àsìkò yìí níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa lórí igun mẹ́rin àgbáyé. mo kí gbogbo wa wípé a káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lálẹ́ òní. mo kí gbogbo wa wípé a kú àṣekù iṣẹ́ tòní o. mo kí wa wípé a kú àṣeyọrí iṣẹ́ tòní. mo kí wa níbikíbi tí ẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa. ojú tí ẹ fi wò wá ò ní fọ́ o. bákan náà ni etí tí ẹ fi ń gbọ́ wa kò ní di pẹ̀lú àṣẹ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. ọwọ́ tí ẹ fi ń ṣe ètò yìí láṣẹ Elédùà kò ní kan ìsàlẹ̀ àpò. ẹrù tí abiyamọ ayé ò kì í tú ayé ò ní fi ka yín mọ́lẹ̀ o. ẹ káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò lálẹ́ òní. Ìjìnlẹ̀ rédíò lélẹ́yìí nílùú Istanbul lórílẹ̀‐èdè Turkey. orúkọ tèmi kò tí ì yí padà Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus apèdègbàyì gbogbo ilẹ̀ Turkey. mo kí gbogbo yín pátápátá. kí ló dé lónìí o a ò rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì kankan lórí platform. ẹ máa bá wa ṣíà ètò yìí ẹ máa láìkì program yìí lónìí ẹ bá wa ṣíà rẹ̀ fún gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn kẹ́ ẹ subscribe sórí ẹ̀. bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ṣe léyìí Elédùà ọba ọlọ́jọ́ òní awímáyẹ̀hùn asọ̀rọ̀mátàsé asọ̀rọ̀máyẹ̀ abetilukára bí ajere ọba tí a ń pè lájò tó ń jẹ́ni nílé abáwa dá sí èyí tó jẹ́ tiwa o nínú gbogbo ohun tí à ń dojú kọ. mo kí yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus lórúkọ tèmi apèdègbàyì gbogbo ilẹ̀ Turkey Guru Maharaji Adẹ́rìnpòṣónú aka bàbá onírògbòyọkẹ Mr Sport. ẹ má bínú lónìí tá a bá lè rí àwọn àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ yín kà torí pé ó ṣe wá ní wàhálà díẹ̀ kó tó di pé aláǹfààní láti gbé e sí gbangba ojú ayé. nígbà tá a kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò lónìí a rí wípé àwa nìkan là ń dá wò ó àti ṣe bí ìṣẹ́jú mélòó kan kó tó di pé a sọ pé kí ló dé àwa nìkan la wà lórí ètò ni. ṣùgbọ́n gbà tá a lọ sórí setting a rí wípé àwa nìkan la wà ń bẹ̀ kó tó di pé a ṣe kó tó di public. torí náà ẹ̀yin tí a láǹfààní láti wo ṣàtìyín lónìí ẹ má bínú o ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá a lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lónìí. mẹ́sẹ̀gì tá a fẹ́ pass òun nìkan ni kí ẹ bá wa dì mú. àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ àbí àkọlé ètò tòní tó sọ wípé kí ni ìdí tí kò fi yẹ kí a fi àyè gba àwọn olórí wa pàápàá jùlọ àwọn olóṣèlú kí wọ́n máa rìnrìn gbẹ̀fẹ́ láàrin ìgboro. àwọn èèyàn ti wò wípé kí ni ìdí o àti ọ̀nà wo la fẹ́ gbé gbà. ó ṣeéṣe kó jẹ́ pé ohun tí a fẹ́ gbé yẹ̀wò lónìí kó yàtọ̀ sí eléyìí díẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n máa fara pẹ́. àwọn ìròyìn tó ń jà rọ̀rọ̀ káàkiri ìgboro lónìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá òní kò ṣaláì dá lórí orílẹ̀-èdè kan tí àwọn Boko Haram àwọn terrorists àwọn Taliban tí wọ́n jágbà mọ́ ìjọba wọn lọ́wọ́. oríṣiríṣi àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ wà tí a fẹ́ máa kọ́ lórí àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ìlú wa. ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti Ifẹ̀ Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ lálẹ́ òní ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa. tá a bá kúrò ní Ifẹ̀ àti Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ a máa kọjá lọ sí Ìkàrẹ́ olókè méjì takọtabo lónìí a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí wọn o torí àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan náà tún máa wáyé láìpẹ́ láìjìnà nílùú Ìkàrẹ́. àrí ìpè ṣé ẹ fẹ́ bá wa dá sí ètò ni àbí ẹ bá fẹ́ bá wa dá sí ètò àbí ká pè yín lábẹ́ aṣọ. hello sir. ẹ káalẹ́ sà o ẹ kú ọjọ́ mẹ́ta o. hello. hello sir.
sá o ṣe gbọ́ mi báyìí sá.
à ń gbọ́ yín sà o ṣe ẹ fẹ́ bá wa dá sí ètò ni àbí ẹ̀kọ́ ní kékeré wa à ń gbọ́ yín ketekete.
Mo ṣe ń lọ iná.
ok
Ṣùgbọ́n mo fẹ́ kí n pé ọ̀pọ̀ ọjọ́ mẹ́ta sá agbára Ọlọ́run òkè ní iṣẹ́ ìjìnlẹ̀ ojú wọn máa lọ.
àmì àṣẹ ọlọ́run ọba.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni jábọ́ lágbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo iṣẹ́ akitiyan náà tẹ̀ ń ṣe ọ̀nà Adéyínládé ẹ̀yẹ o Adéyínládé ìyẹn.
àṣẹ wà
Orúkọ tèmi ni Ajíbọ́lára Ṣílò Authentic
láti Authentic FM.
ní Nàìjíríà tí àwọn ẹgbà o.
àmì àṣẹ ìdùnnú.
Ní sàbẹ̀wò Authentic FM
ẹ
ṣe gbọ́n sá.
ṣeun sà. ẹ máa lọ sórí YouTube wa kẹ́ máa wò wá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò.
Adéyínládé ń ṣe sá.
alright lórí YouTube ni o
Ok, àmàjọ ìlú fìlà ẹ̀.
Ìjìnlẹ̀ Ìgbòho Media ẹ ṣe gan sà. God bless you sir.
Ẹ ṣe sá.
Yes, sir. láàárọ̀ ìní ní àwọn ìròyìn ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ ń tẹ̀ ó ń jà rìnrìn káàkiri ìgboro wípé àwọn Ifẹ̀ àti Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ wọ́n ń jà wọ́n ń para wọn. mo rẹ́rìn-ín kíní kan tó kọ́kọ́ wá sí mi lọ́kàn gbàrà nígbà tí mo gbọ́ ìròyìn yìí ni wípé ǹjẹ́ ṣé lóòótọ́ ni mo kọ́kọ́ béèrè àwọn ìbéèrè kan lọ́wọ́ ara mi náà o wípé nígbà táwọn ènìyàn wá nírú wípọ̀n yìí kí ni wọ́n wò nígbà táwọn Fúlàní ń pa àwọn ènìyàn wa káàkiri ìgboro ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí mo rí bí wọ́n ṣe ṣe àwọn ènìyàn bí ọṣẹ ṣe ń ṣojú bí wọ́n ṣe ṣáwọn ènìyàn mo rí wípé divide and rule wọ́n tún ti débí wípé eléyìí ò kì í ṣọwọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá àwọn pípù yìí wọ́n ní signature tí wọ́n bá lọ ṣọṣẹ́ bì kan oní bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ọṣẹ́ ni mo wá sọ fẹ́ni tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi wípé eléyìí ò kì í ṣọmọ Yorùbá wọ́n kàn fẹ́ mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ dá ìjà sílẹ̀ láàrin Ifẹ̀ àti Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ni mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí wọ́n wà ní Ifẹ̀ àti Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ wípé wọ́n tètè bomi paná wàhálà yìí lásìgbò yìí kó tó di wípé ó diṣu àtayànyàn wọ́n gbìyànjú wọ́n ṣe iṣẹ́ takuntakun a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ wípé yín tí a ní kí òkú bo yín ré òun kọ́ leléyìí lára ẹ̀ náà ní ṣá o ká tẹ̀ dúpẹ́ pẹ́ bomina paná ẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn ọ̀rẹ́yìn la gbọ́ wípé àwọn gunmen ta làwọn gunmen àwọn Fúlàní ni ọmọ Yorùbá à ń pe kíní lọ́wọ́ ìwò ńlá rọ́nú ojoojúmọ́ là ń pariwo Citizen ń ké Koiki Media ń pariwo ọmọ borí owó ń sọ tiẹ̀ ọmọ Lúkà ò gbẹ́yìn bàbá Èkìtì ń fẹ̀ fún ọmọ ọba ń pariwo l'Amẹ́ríkà bàbá àròpọ̀ rẹ̀ ò gbẹ́yìn ní US ẹ má gbàgbé ìyá Ìrẹ̀lú náà ń sọ tiwọn ní UK o tẹ́ni ọmọ ológo ń fojú tóntóntón Ìjìnlẹ̀ rédíò gbẹ̀yìn lórílẹ̀‐èdè Turkey ààrẹ Almoruf ń kọ́ Gbẹ̀du Walkabout àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àtàwọn tí mo rántí dárúkọ ni o àtàwọn tí mi ò rántí dárúkọ gbogbo wa ń pariwo à ń ké tantan. Ó dùn mí lẹ́ni wípé mi ò rí àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ àwọn ènìyàn wa mi láǹfààní láti rí lónìí tó bá jẹ́ pé mo láǹfààní láti rí ni mo ò bá ti kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tó wà lójú agbágbé ẹ má bínú torí Ọlọ́run ọba ẹ bá wa gbà bó ṣe jẹ́ lónìí a máa sọ fún àwọn amójú ẹ̀rọ wa wípé ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ẹ bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí lọ́la ẹ bá wa ṣí àìtò yí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ wá rí i ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má sùn tó bá pẹ́ ká tó fúnra kò ní bímọ rẹ o ìran Yorùbá lọ́wọ́ tá a wà yìí ẹ má jẹ́ kí ẹnikẹ́ni kó bá ẹnikẹ́ni jà lábẹ́ àkóso bó tilẹ̀ wù kó rí a máa ṣẹra wa o a máa forí gbárí ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa akúkú mọ àwọn ọ̀tá a mọ èpò yàtọ̀ sí àlìkámà ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ kí èpò àti àlìkámà yìí kó máa dàgbà ná láìpẹ́ láì jìnà a máa kó àlìkámà sínú abà àwọn èpò yìí la máa fi gígùn a máa kó wọn a máa gbá wọn jọpọ̀ a máa kó wọn dà sínú iná wọn a sì jó túútú. ó wá dàbí igi gbígbẹ tá a da bẹntiró sórí ẹ̀ tá a wá finá sí i bó ṣe máa kẹ̀lé léyè àwa jó títí a jókè egun láìpẹ́ láì jìnà. gómìnà kan wà ó dá àti rí àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ o Dayọ̀ Ògúnléyè ní àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ tá a kọ́kọ́ rí lórí ètò yìí lónìí akínyàn ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. wọ́n ní Caroline ọba wa Dayọ̀ Ògúnléyè Adédayọ̀ Caroline Alọ́ Ògúnléyè gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n wò wá lónìí àti ìyá wa Adélékè Ganiat àwọn ni wọ́n kọ́kọ́ ta àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ o wọ́n ní ẹ̀kọ́ ètò olóòtú ẹ̀ka alẹ́ o ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. ojú tẹ́ ẹ fi wò wá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí òní fọ́ bákan náà ni etí tẹ́ ẹ fi gbọ́ wa òní di láṣẹ Elédùà. mo mọ̀ wípé bọ́kù kínkínní kọ́mọ olóore wọ́ kòtò mọ̀nàmọ́ná aṣiṣẹ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ tó bá tù kínkínní kí wọ́n gbalẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ láṣẹ Elédùà àti àṣẹ àwọn onílẹ̀ a máa dìde o a máa gbalẹ̀ wa. lóòótọ́ lè fẹ́ farapẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ní orílẹ̀-èdè Afghanistan tí wọ́n ṣe jáwé olúborí o ṣùgbọ́n ṣá o Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní afọgbọ́n ọlọ́gbọ́n ṣọgbọ́n kì í jọ́kọ́gbọ́n tán lórílẹ̀ o. ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Afghanistan ká fi kọ́gbọ́n lọ́dọ̀ tiwa. wọ́n ní àgbà tó jìn sí kòtò ó kọ́ ará yòókù lọ́gbọ́n ìyẹn ará yòókù tó bá ṣetán láti kọ́gbọ́n ni o ṣáwà ṣetán láti kọ́gbọ́n báyìí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá yoyoyo bí iná alẹ́ Yorùbá rúrúrú bí omi òkun Yorùbá bàbá mébò ni wọ́n sọ wípé bàbá ń ṣe mébí Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní àgbà lẹ́tù ọmọdé lawọ́ àwọn tá a bá bá lábàbá yìí ṣe báwọn ni wọ́n ń pè ní bàbá ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé kẹ́ ẹ fìdílé nǹkan lónìí o. nígbà míì ọ̀rọ̀ àwà kò ní sáyè ìgbà mìíràn ẹ̀wẹ̀ẹ̀wẹ̀ àyà àwà kò ní sọ̀rọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n lónìí níwọ̀nba ìgbà péréte tá a fẹ́ lò lórí ètò yìí lónìí a máa fi ti ara wa gbéyàwó ọ̀rọ̀ a máa gbọ́ wíníwíní lẹ́nu tiwa lálẹ́ tòní ẹ má jà àgàrà ó da yín o àní bú ni o àní ṣáni bẹ́ẹ̀ náà la àní ṣépè ṣùgbọ́n ṣàkátà pàrà là sí tán la fẹ́ fi ọ̀rọ̀ talẹ́ tòní ṣe wọ́n ní tó bá ń fà ó ti di takú arapa ni. àwọn àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ ti pọ̀ lọ́bì bàbí bàbá èṣùá lónìí lórí agbágbé ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ o bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe tẹ́ yìí Elédùà a máa tẹ nǹkan re nǹkan àǹfààní nǹkan àlàáfíà a máa tẹ̀ sínú ayé yín o. ẹ wá ní bàtì ẹ ní ṣétì o ẹ wà ní tẹnugbó bí ọwọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá. àgbẹ̀ ló wò wá lónìí akọ̀pẹ́ ní ẹni tó diwọ́ di sẹ̀ sínú ni ẹni tó wojú ọlọ́wọ́ ba fún ọlẹ̀ inú ni àbẹ́ni tí bàtà ń ta lẹ́sẹ̀ àbẹ́ni tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bímọ arìnrìn àjò ni akọ̀wé kọ wúrà ni oníṣòwò ògùn ni àbí oníṣòwò ọjà ni ìyá alájẹ ìyá lọ́jà gbogbo yín pátápátá àmọ́ lóore lónìí àkí gbogbo yín. Dayọ̀ Ògúnléyè wọ́n ní ẹkú ètò olóòtú wọ́n ní ẹkú iṣẹ́ ìlú o Yorùbá Nation Now ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ jẹ́ ká pàá tì sẹ́gbẹ́ kan náà. ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ má jẹ́ á sùn ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ìbàràpá òun náà ló ti tàn dé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun yìí o àwọn kan ní èèyàn márùn-ún àwọn kan ní èèyàn méje ló kú àtẹ̀yàn márùn-ún àtẹ̀yàn méje àtẹ̀yàn kan ẹ̀mí lẹ̀mí ń jẹ́ ẹ̀mí ò láàrọ̀ wọn lójú àpá òjòjú ara ẹ̀já dìde o hùyà lásìkò tá a wà yìí. mo mọ̀ wípé à ń kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ lójoojúmọ́ ni àwọn tíṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí lónìí báyìí àwọn ti kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ńláńlá ẹ̀kọ́ mọ́nìgbàgbé láéláé wọ́n ní bá a bá ṣagi lọ́gbẹ́ ṣe àìrójú ọgbẹ́ tó wà lára igi yìí ó lè jẹ bòbò báyá ṣùgbọ́n kò sí bó ṣe lè pẹ́ tó ìbá àjọ̀dún kan ni ìbá àjọ̀dún márùn-ún àbá àjẹ́ mẹ́wàá àgbógún ọdún tẹ́ ẹ bá débẹ̀ ẹ rí ojú àpá yìí wípé nígbà kan rí lọ́hùn o lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná yálà ọdún kan ní ọdún méje ogún ọdún àádọ́ta ọdún tí igi yìí bá ṣì wà láàyè síbẹ̀ wọ́n á ní wọ́n ti ṣá igi yìí lọ́gbẹ́ ń bíbà yìí lápá àbí lọ́jọ́ kan rí nígbà míì ẹ̀wẹ̀ ibi tá a bá ti ṣá igi lọ́gbẹ́ a máa ta kókó. ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa àbọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lélẹ́yìí ó bá dẹ́kun èmi àti ẹ̀yin ẹ jẹ́ kó dodidi lónìí o. ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú Ìkàrẹ́ Àkókó láìpẹ́ yìí. àwọn tí wọ́n wà ní Ìkàrẹ́ Àkókó wọ́n kàn sí wa lónìí. ó ṣeé ṣe ká ẹ gbọ́ wípé láìpẹ́ yìí lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí wípé ààrẹ yìí Dàdàǹgọ̀ní Atókùmákù amọ̀nà ọ̀run má lọ ẹni tó jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn ń kú lọ́tún wọ́n ń kú lọ́sì wọ́n ń kí níwájú àti lẹ́yìn ọmọdé ń kú àgbàlagbà ń rọ̀ wọn ọ̀sán gangan màjèsí ń tọ́jú òbí rẹ̀ kú ìjọba yóò sọ nǹkan kan nípa ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nítorí pé wọ́n pa àwọn Fúlàní kan ó mà dìde ó dàgbádá bolẹ̀ gẹ́rẹ́jẹ́ ó lọ sípínlẹ̀ náà ó lọ pé gọ́fúnà wọn ní condolence visit. ẹ wá jókòó kẹ́ ẹ wá wò ó kó lè dá yín lójú gbangba kedere wípé hidden agenda wà níbì kan wọn ló jọ gàtẹ́ kò jọ gàtẹ́ ó fẹsẹ̀ méjèèjì tiro eégún àtiró wọlé èèyàn àtiró jáde tani kò ṣàìmọ̀ wípé eégún àtiró tó wọlé ló dèèyàn àtiró tó jáde. ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa kí ló wá fa sábàbí kí nìdí tá a ṣe ń kígbe pè yín nílùú Ìkàrẹ́ lónìí a máa ṣàlàyé ẹ̀ fún wa ó máa yé wa yékéyéké torí ngbà míì pàápàá jùlọ àwa tá a wà lórí àwọn platform àbí lórí gúrùpù ìgbà míì àárí àwọn pictures àbí àwọn fídíò míì àwọn èèyàn á jù sínú ilé gbàs gbogbo wa máa wò ó ohun tó yẹ ká kọ́kọ́ ṣe ni wípé lẹ́yìn tá a bá ti wo fídíò yìí tán ẹ jẹ́ ká wádìí kí ni tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbo ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe ṣàn wá. téèyàn bá wo àwọn agbègbè kan nípínlẹ̀ Ondo tẹ́ ẹ bá darí ẹ̀ sàkóso ẹ lọ sípínlẹ̀ Èkìtì ẹ wá gbà á lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà á lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbà á lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ wá jáde sípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ẹ wá gba àwọn agbègbè ibì kan ẹ dà á lọ sípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹ wá padà lọ sípínlẹ̀ Kwara ẹ dà á lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ sípínlẹ̀ Kogi ẹ rí wípé àwọn nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ débi wípé ẹran ti wọnú ẹran bẹ́ẹ̀ náà léegun ti wọnú egun láàrin àwọn Fúlàní àti àwọn Yorùbá. àwọn Fúlàní ni wọ́n ń pè ní bòròró àwọn ni wọ́n da ẹran wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ wa nísàlẹ̀ bí lásìkò ọ̀gbẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná. wọ́n wá rí i wípé ilẹ̀ yìí máa fẹ́ ilẹ̀ tẹ́jú o wọ́n ń gbé nígbé àlàáfíà pẹ̀lú àwọn ènìyàn wa ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ má gbàgbé o Yorùbá ìlú mi àtàtà orílẹ̀-èdè mi ọ̀wọ́n tí mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí tọkàntọkàn tínú Elédùà sì yọ sí nítorí ìhùwàsí ìṣesí àti ìgbé ayé wọn nígbé àlàáfíà pẹ̀lú àwọn àtọ̀húnrìnwá ṣùgbọ́n ìfẹ́ àníjù yìí ó mà ti ń di wàhálà sí wa lágbádá ó ti ń dọkọ sí wa nú gbá o bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló sì ti ń kó bá wa. Yorùbá ti wá wò báyìí wípé ẹran ti wọnú ẹran eégún wọnú eégún níbo la wá fẹ́ tì wọ́n sí. ẹ má gbàgbé o tó bá jẹ́lu Hausa àbí Fúlàní ni kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè súnmọ́ wọn tó kódà ká ẹ gbé láàrin wọn fún ẹgbàágbèje ọdún fún àkàìmọye oṣù ìṣẹ́jú tí ò lóǹkà ìṣẹ́jú àyà tí ò ṣeé kà rárá tó bá wá di ọ̀rọ̀ ìjà tó di ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ọ̀rẹ́yìn tó wá di ọ̀rọ̀ asọ̀ tójú bá pa fírí ìwọ gangan ni wọ́n máa kọ́kọ́ fi ṣe ìrúbọ kódà bó o jẹ́ ọkọ ni o àbí ìyàwó kódà kó o ti bímọ fún wọn. ṣé bówe Yorùbá tó sọ wípé obìnrin bímọ fún ni òní ó má pa ni obìnrin mà àlè mẹ́fà ò mọ́ra wọn àwọn Fúlàní lọ̀rọ̀ yìí bá wí. kó o bímọ fún Fúlàní kí Fúlàní ó bímọ fún ẹ kò pé kí wọ́n má pa ẹ́ o. ọmọ Yorùbá wọn ní olójú òkè ńlájú ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ kí tàlùbọ̀ ó kó sí i. ẹ ṣe púpọ̀. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá wa Dayọ̀ Ògúnléyẹ wọ́n ní they said 7 people bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣùgbọ́n ìròyìn kan sọ wípé àwọn 5 àwọn kan sọ wípé àwọn 7 bó ṣe wà nìyẹn kẹ́ ẹ lè mọ̀ wípé Nàìjíríà ò ní dátà kọ́lọ̀ mọ́ ṣàánú fún wa káwa náà ṣàánú fúnra wa náà ló wá kù. bàbá wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n ní good evening sir ẹyẹ tàn tó sàn wọ́n ní ẹkú ètò olóòtú àgbà Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ àkèyé ẹ jẹ́ ìfomi tútù kí n fi tẹ̀ wálẹ̀ náà mò ń bọ̀ mi ò tí ì dé. ẹ ṣeun kí ni ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú Ìkàrẹ́ yìí àwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n ti ń gbé ní Ìkàrẹ́ wọ́n lọ sí Òkè Ọya nípínlẹ̀ tá a máa forúkọ bò láṣìírí wọ́n láwọn lọ ṣe nǹkan kan bẹ̀ ní o ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí wọ́n ń bọ̀ ẹ mọ̀ wípé báyìí ọ̀gúnlọ́gọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn àwọn abúlé àwọn ìletò àwọn ìlú kéékèèké péréte àti ìlú ńláńlá gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n ti ń sọjí báyìí látàrí ọṣẹ́ táwọn Fúlàní ń ṣe. wọ́n ní afúrúgbìn ó padà lọ sílé lóru ó lọ sùn nígbà tó di àárín ọ̀gànjọ́ òru ẹ má bínú àwọn olè débẹ̀ ó sì fún èpò sí àárín àlìkámà nígbà tí ilẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn alágbàṣe inú ọgbà àlìkámà yìí wọ́n pe olórí wọ́n ní àlìkámà kí ahá àgbè lánàá bí ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó di àárín òru ọ̀tá wọlé dé wọ́n sì gbé èpò sí àárín àlìkámà òun á béèrè lọ́wọ́ olórí wọn wípé ṣé ká lọ fa èpò tú láàrin àlìkámà ṣùgbọ́n afúrúgbìn yìí ní wípé ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa dàgbà náà nígbà tó bá di ọjọ́ ìkórè a ó kó èpò sínú iná bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni a ó kó àlìkámà sínú abà. ǹjẹ́ ṣé kò há àti tó àsìkò bí láti fa èpò tú ká kó wọn sínú iná ká sì kó àlìkámà yìí ká kó wọn jù sínú abà. nígbà tí wọ́n darí padà bọ̀ wá sílé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìwádìí tí mo ṣe lónìí àwọn ọmọ bíbí ìlú Ìkàrẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣàlàyé fún wa lónìí o wọ́n ní àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n gbé pósí sí tó pọ̀ sínú mọ́tò wọ́n wá kí ló wà nù pósí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé nǹkan bá a ṣe máa yànnà náà lónìí lélẹ́yìí o ẹ má bínú àṣẹ ní code switching àbí code mixing lónìí tiwantiwa náà la ṣe lónìí o ṣùgbọ́n gbà tó bá dé sáà kan tá a bá fẹ́ fi àwọn articles hàn wá ìyẹn àwọn ìròyìn tó jáde yàjóyàjó lónìí ó ṣeéṣe ká yí sí code mixing àbí code switching ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ṣùgbọ́n ẹja máa bá a lọ báyìí. kí làwọn nǹkan tó wà nínú pósí yìí nígbà tí wọ́n dénú àwọn abúlé tí àwọn Fúlàní ti ṣọṣẹ́ rí wọ́n dá wọn dúró àwọn ará abí yìí dúró kí ló wà nù mọ́tò ó yẹ ẹ máa bọ́lẹ̀ òkú wa là ń gbé lọ tá a fẹ́ lọ àní ẹ bọ́lẹ̀ sẹ́ ẹ wò ó nígbà tí wọ́n ṣàfà lọ fà bọ̀ àwọn ará bí yìí bọ́lẹ̀ lóòótọ́ lójú Bájúnátù ta ni ọmọ akúwarapá níwájú ọmọ akúyányán ta ló jẹ́ ọmọ apẹ̀rin níwájú ọdẹ apààyàn wọ́n bọ́lẹ̀ nígbà tó máa wo mọ́tò ẹ̀yìn kan yẹ èèyàn wa kí ló wà nù pósí kọ́lọ̀mù ó ṣàánú fún wa o kọ́lọ̀mù ó yọ wá kọ́lọ̀mù ó gbà wá lọ́wọ́ àwọn ará abíyé ọmọ Yorùbá mo fi lẹ́dùn àbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀já dìde o ojúlàlá kan fi ṣọ́rí nígbà tí wọ́n máa wọnú pósí òkú ni wọ́n rò pé wà nù pósí o ìbò kí ni wọ́n bá ń bẹ̀ mò ń bọ̀ mi ò tí ì dé ẹ jẹ́ n foni omi kí n fi tẹ̀ wálẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. ẹ ṣeun o bàbá wa Moruf Ọláìtàn wọ́n ní a kó iṣẹ́ takuntakun sà olúwa yóò wà pẹ̀lú yín sà o no going back ní o bàbá ìjìnlẹ̀ kò sí ohun náà kò sí agbára náà kò sí ogun náà kò sí ohun ìjà náà tó lè dìde sí wa tó lè yí wa lọ́kàn padà ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ṣoṣo lọmọkùnrin kú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní cowards died many times before they died but valiant died but once. Òjó tẹ̀rí yìí wọ́n kú láìmọye ìgbà kó tó di wípé wọ́n kú ṣùgbọ́n akọni èèyàn ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ṣoṣo ni wọ́n máa ń kú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o Ọlọ́run ní fi kú tó yáwọ́ pa wá lọ́wọ́ yìí o àjọ máa rẹ́yìn ìjàyè ni àjàṣẹ́gun àjàṣẹ́ ẹ̀tẹ̀ wọ́n ní àṣeyè báyìí lálákàn ṣepo ọgọ́gọ́ ọ̀nà báyìí lálákẹ́ sọ ò bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ní tiwa àní tẹnugbó bí ọwọ́ ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa kí n má dá wa lágara kí n má fọ̀pá pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ jù nígbà tó máa ṣínú pósí ohun ìjà olóró lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan bí ìbọn ọta àbọn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ni wọ́n bá nínú pósí o ohun tó ṣe okùnfà ikú àwọn Fúlàní yìí lélẹ́yìí nígbà tí àwọn oníwèé ìròyìn máa gbé wọ́n bá fẹ́ lójú ààrẹ yìí gbọ́ ó kágbádá bolẹ̀ ó lọ síbẹ̀ ó lọ pay condolence visit sí gọ́vùnà wọn ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n pa àwọn ènìyàn wa ní Ìgangan wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn wa ní Ifẹ̀ àti Mọ̀dákẹ́kẹ́ lẹ́ni o wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn wa ní Bàràpá wọ́n pa àwọn ènìyàn wa ní Òkè Ògùn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ kò sí tíjọba ayé ṣe sí o. ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ wá sọ fún wọn ní Kàrẹ́ àti àwọn agbègbè ẹ má sùn àsùnpìyè ìbá ṣe wípé Ọlọ́run fún wọn láǹfààní àbí Sátánì ló fún wọn láǹfààní láti kó wípọ̀n yìí wọlé dé Ìkàrẹ́ ṣe ẹ lérò pé wọ́n máa spear ẹ̀yin ni nígbà tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣọṣẹ́ ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe ni pé wọ́n fẹ́ pa yín kán gbalẹ̀ yín ẹ wá wò wípé eegun ti wọnú eegun ẹran ti wọnú ẹran eegun àti ẹran my food kò ní dáa fún eegun bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kò ní dára fún ẹran kí láǹfààní orógbó tá a pa tí kò láwẹ́ tá a jẹ tó korò a tún fẹ́ fi igi ẹ̀ dáná Ṣàngó oníkòólùkòso àyànràn ọ̀nà òkìkí yẹ́rìyẹ́rì iná lójú iná lẹ́nu tó tún gbìjàjà ó ní ọmọ ìyá òun ni ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ̀já dìde o mo fẹ́ fi fọ́nrán kan mo fẹ́ fi hàn wá Oòduà ti dé Akínyẹn káàbọ̀ sórí ètò mo fẹ́ fi fọ́nrán kan hàn wá ẹ̀já kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ lára fọ́nrán yìí ó ṣeéṣe kó gbà wá lákòókò díẹ̀ ètò tòní ó ṣeéṣe kó gbà wá lákòókò díẹ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ jẹ́ ká farabalẹ̀ ká gbọ́ fídíò yìí ká wò ó láwòyanjú àti àwòparí ẹ ṣeun mò ń bọ̀ mi ò tí ì dé.
Hi, hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Prince Mado Mado. I'm a youth activist on the Plateau. I'm from Plateau State. I want to talk about the latest insecurity happening in my state. Different narratives. Different stories are being told out there which are not true.
wọ́n máa sọ oríṣiríṣi story fún yín ń ṣe fídíò yìí lẹ́nu wọ́n máa sọ oríṣiríṣi story ni wọ́n máa sọ fún yín nígbà tí Fúlàní bá pààyàn ìjọba yá ní herdsmen and farmers clash àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún yìí sí ọdún tó kọjá la sọ fún yín wípé àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ mẹ́ta ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní north ni wọ́n ti eradicate àwọn villages kan. We estimated it to be like 100 villages táwọn Fúlàní ti pa àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti occupy, wọ́n ti di olùgbé ìlú náà. Nígbà tí wọ́n bá ṣe ọṣẹ́ tán, ìjọba yín wá ní pé wọ́n máa bring àwọn perpetrators to book or to justice. Ìyẹn ni pé àwọn tí wọ́n wà nídìí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí wọ́n máa gbìyànjú láti mú wọn, láti fọwọ́ ṣìkún òfin mú wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n àsẹ̀yìnwá àsẹ̀yìnbọ̀ kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn? Ẹ máa gbọ́ wíníwíní lẹ́nu ọ̀gbẹ́ni yìí lónìí láti ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau. Ọmọ ọba ni o, Prince ni, òun ló ti ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀, ló ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí táwa náà ń gbọ́ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Kí làwọn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Plateau? Wọ́n ní herders and farmers clash. Ṣáwọn àgbẹ̀ máa ń dáko lóru. Àwọn kan sọ wípé ṣó ṣeéṣe kí wọ́n sọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà di ti Mùsùlùmí àbí ti Fúlàní bí? Mo ń rẹ́rìn nígbà míì a bí mi nínú. Ìpèsè àti ẹ̀jókòó ká ronú ẹ̀. Àwọn Fúlàní kọ́kọ́ wọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ní 1804. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ rí ní North, the population of Christians and Muslims are almost the same. We're almost the same. Ṣùgbọ́n lẹ́nìí, Christian mélòó ló kù ní North? Ẹ wá wo population àwọn Hausa tẹ́lẹ̀ ní northern part of the country, ìyẹn lókè Ọya. Ẹ wá wo population àwọn Hausa lẹ́nìí, ṣó ń pọ̀ sí ni àbò ń dínkù? Nígbà míì táwọn èèyàn bá sọ̀rọ̀, màá kàn wò màá mírí. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ǹjẹ́ ṣé a jókòó ká ronú bí? Now, nígbà tí wọ́n wọ Nàìjíríà ní 1804, that was barely 2 centuries ago. Now, nígbà tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ wọlé, kí ló tí wọ́n ṣe? Wọ́n kọ́kọ́ kó sí àwọn aráàlú nínú. Wọ́n instigate wọn against àwọn leaders wọn. They did it successfully. And the same strategy tí wọ́n lò ń gbà yẹn ni wọ́n ṣì ń lò lẹ́ni o. Bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń try láti modernize strategy wọn. Wọ́n modernize in the sense that wọ́n ally pẹ̀lú àwọn foreign countries, àwọn western world like UK. Devil ní UK. Torí pé láláì jẹ́ wípé UK back àwọn people yìí up, gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí wọ́n lè ṣe, wọ́n ní liver láti ṣe. That is the reason tá a ṣe ń pariwo wípé ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká dìde. The Western world will never come and save us unless táwọn bá kọ́kọ́ dìde ká gbégbèsè. Ìgbà tí wọ́n wọlé, wọ́n penetrate àwọn citizens, wọ́n instigate wọn against àwọn leaders wọn. Wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní eliminate àwọn sẹ́ríkì wọn one after the other. If you look at the whole North today, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ believe pé wọ́n lè Fulanize Yorùbá ni o. If you look at the whole North today, only one state ló kù tí wọn ò tí conquer pátápátá kí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi emir jẹ, because sẹ́ríkì ni àwọn Hausa ń jẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n gbà tí wọ́n dé, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní impose emir lé wọn lórí. Look at the governors of the northern state of the country. All of them are Fulanis. Ẹ wá wò kí ló tún wá kù fún wọn ní north. If not for the fact that wípé Oduduwans wọ́n dìde, àwọn Biafrans wọ́n dìde, àwọn Hausa yìí wọ́n ti already découragé, wọ́n ti give up, wọ́n ti accept fate wọn wípé àbákúbà ìlàṣọ ewúrẹ́, ikú nìkan ló ń gbaṣọ lọ́rùn ewúrẹ́. But because àtidé a sọ wípé we don't want to be part of this system anymore, àwa fẹ́ máa lọ, ló ṣe wá ṣí wọn lójú ẹ̀mí díẹ̀ báyìí, díẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ ṣì ni torí ẹ̀rù ṣì ń bà wọ́n. Now gbogbo tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, ìjẹ́ ṣé àwa ṣì ń fẹ́ kí irú nǹkan báyìí kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa? I keep asking this question, wọ́n ti béèrè ó ti tó uncountable times, àìmọye ẹgbà ni mo ti béèrè question yìí. Èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ní Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ Ifẹ̀ lánàá, ẹ̀yin ará Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ ẹ má nàka àbùkù kọ́kọ́ sí Ifẹ̀, ẹ̀yin ará Ifẹ̀ ẹ má nàka àbùkù kọ́kọ́ sáwọn ará Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ o. Àwọn Fúlàní ni wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ yìí divide and rule, wọ́n tún fẹ́ kẹ̀yìn yín síra yín kẹbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bára yín jà. Use that weapon tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín, ẹ wọnú igbó lọ, ẹ tú sínú igbó, gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ dà sínú igbó báyìí, ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní look for them. Ẹ bá rí wọn láàrin yín, ẹ rán wọn ṣẹ́. Ẹ má gbàgbé o, mo ṣì máa padà sórí Ìkàrẹ́, ẹ̀yin Ìkàrẹ́ ẹ má sùn, they are coming back. Nǹkan tó ti lè mú wọn kí wọ́n lọ kó weapons sínú pósíkìnì sínú casket. Nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá ṣe, ẹlẹ́dàá yín àtàwọn onílẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yín olóko yín yọ. Nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá ṣe ni pé àwọn weapons wọ́n fẹ́ wá fi bá yín jà ni, kò sí nǹkan míì tí wọ́n fẹ́ wá fi ṣe. Láti abduct àwọn ènìyàn yín, láti pa àwọn ènìyàn yín, láti rape àwọn obìnrin yín, láti destroy farmland yín, láti perpetrate evil nílùú yín. Look at what is happening in Benin now. One of the most powerful kingdoms in Africa. Before the emergence of the colonial masters, wọ́n wá sọ wípé àwọn Fúlàní wá wọlé gbẹ́rẹ́, wọ́n fẹ́ install emir, hotel tí wọ́n tún fẹ́ lò ọmọ Benin ló tún ní. Why this? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why ta ṣe ń ṣerú nǹkan báyìí síra wa? Why don't you wake up for just a day? Ká jókòó ká ronú ara wa wò wípé ikú tó ń pa ojúgbà ẹni, òwe ló ń pa fún ni. Ẹ̀kọ́ lára Afghanistan. Mọ̀ye billions of dollars tí Afghanistan government cunningly tí wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ Amẹ́ríkà ló ṣera wọn o. Amẹ́ríkà ló ṣera wọn torí pé àwọn gbogbo ni wọ́n fọ́ọ̀mù ní Taliban tẹ́lẹ̀ against the Soviet Union. Now wọ́n supply wọn ní weapon, wọ́n finance wọn, wọ́n ṣe everything because Soviet Union was so powerful then because of their presence in Afghanistan. Nígbà tí wọ́n conquer Soviet Union, inú wọn dùn, they thought they've won the battle without knowing wípé wọ́n ti shoot ara wọn lẹ́sẹ̀. Look at the trillions of dollars that America ti waste sórí Afghanistan. They bought fighters jets, they supply weapons to their government. But you know what their government did? Just exactly like what is happening now in Nigeria. Afghanistan government wọn ò lo fighters jet láti bá Taliban jà. They kept those fighters jets. They kept those weapons somewhere. Just exactly nǹkan tí Nigeria ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ sí. They are buying weapons. They are buying fighters jet. But are they using the fighters jet? Instead of them to use the fighter jets against the insurgents, against the Boko Haram, against ISWAP, against ISIS, against the herdsmen terrorists. They are using the fighter jets against the Biafrans, against the ESN, against the Yoruba people. Àwọn wèrè kan pera wọn ní leaders or rulers or what have you. wọ́n wá ń dagbádá bolẹ̀ kiri fighting for oil blocks, lobbying for oil blocks, and embezzling resources, little resources tó ń flow wá sọ́dọ̀ wọn at the expense of the masses. Baba Victor Ajílẹ́yẹ, only all Yoruba villages and towns should impose curfews at night for their own security as we approach 4 September 2021 anti-grazing ban law in Yoruba land. Make no mistakes about this information. Ẹ̀yẹ́ tó sọ wọ́n ní sure baba. Shina Ekins, only good evening. Good evening. God bless you, bro. When yes, Yoruba nation not going back. Eshigo, share this program and like the video. Now, I said it yesterday, Lori program, any Kenny. If you just feel like to be part of our group, níbi tá a ti ń fi kòlókò tá a ti ń deliberate tá a ti ń share opinion, you can contact us after this program as well so that a lè add mọ́ àwọn platforms wa. Let's grow together. Now ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ fídíò yìí, nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Plateau tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ àti nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. We don't know what will happen tomorrow anyway. But what has happened in Plateau State, what is happening, and what maybe is going to happen tomorrow. Let's continue to listen to the video.
So I decided to come online and tell the whole world the truth about what is happening on the Plateau right now. And I'm calling on people, please, as you watch this video, help me and share this video, share this link so the whole world will know the truth what is happening on the Plateau. You see, different narratives have been given. I read the Daily Trust paper. It's quite unfortunate. Every situation that's happened, there's always repercussions. It's quite unfortunate. The people who were killed, around Rukuba Road. All I can say is, may God grant their families the heart to bear the loss. But you see, you have to understand what's happening on the Plateau. It's go back down history. You understand it's an ongoing situation, and to tell the whole world the truth, what's happening on the Plateau is this. You see, what happened a few days ago around Rukuba Road, just a few kilometers away from Rukuba Road, in a place called Jebubasa, that community was attacked. Now, more than 100 people lost their lives in Jebubasa.
More than 100 people lost their lives. Jesse Ayiboninu daily paper, newspaper. Timobama saw, they will tell you 5 people died, 2 people died, or one person lost his life. Farmers headers clash. That is what they will tell you. But they will never tell you that over 100 people lost their lives. They will never tell you that over 100 people fell in the hands of this Boko Haram, in the hands of the herdsmen terrorists, in the hands of the ISWA. They would never say that to you. Because they have their hidden agenda. So, in this case, ẹ jẹ́ kí a fi ojú sí àwọn tí wọ́n pera wọn ní olórí yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fi ojú sí wọn lára. There are so many things we can do to them, for them to fasten their birth. We can make them a scapegoat. Because we cannot continue to live this kind of life we're living in the country.
It's also attacked around Miango again a few days after Jebubasa, which is not far from Rukuba Road, where these people were attacked. Now the reality here is this.
Ṣé bí wọ́n ṣe attack within the same axis, the same area, ni wọ́n ti attack day after day. Now, ẹ máa wá gbọ́ nǹkan tó wá shock mi jù, because we have so many articles and videos láti show wa lẹ́ni mi ìdẹ̀ ní fẹ́ dá wa lágara. You know the shock of my life tí mo receive nígbà tí mo ń gbọ́ fídíò yìí, because this video is about almost 16 minutes or so, 15 minutes 31 seconds, and now that she covered just only 2 minutes 7 seconds there. The shock of my life tí mo receive ni wípé àwọn villages tí wọ́n ti attack yìí wọ́n ti were occupied by Fulani people, and the government is not doing anything. The chief security of the state is not doing anything about it. Ara nǹkan tí mo sọ lélẹ́yìí wípé most of the governors in the northern part of the country are now Fulanis. So how do you expect them to fight their fellow Fulani people? Now, ẹ wo Abba Kyari. Look at the case of Abba Kyari now. I can bet it with my life. Wípé Abba Kyari will not be sent to America. Within days after tí wọ́n suspend Abba Kyari, over 30 lawyers from the northern part of the country came together to defend Abba Kyari. So lawyer mélòó ló stand tó ń rally round olóyè Sunday Igboho nígbà tí wọ́n wá sílẹ̀ tí wọ́n attack ẹ̀. Despite the fact that Abba Kyari perpetrated evil, he committed crime against humanity, he was involved in fraud and so many other evils to commit, yet these people stand up to defend him. Ọjọ́ wo la tún fẹ́ gbọ́n nílẹ̀ Yorùbá? Ọjọ́ wo la tún fẹ́ jókòó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá? Ta fẹ́ jókòó wípé ká ronú wípé nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí níbo la fẹ́ bàjá? Ṣé kìí ṣe pé a kò jókòó ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wá àṣìṣe ara wa kiri? Tí lágbájá bá ṣe àṣìṣe, màá make sure pé mo monitor to the end. Tó bá ṣe àṣìṣe, èmi gógó ni màá kọ́kọ́ bẹ́gi fún. Tí Hausa tó bá ṣẹ̀, àwọn fellow Hausa people ẹ̀ tó bá padà, they will forgive him. I am not saying we should forgive our leaders, our governors and all that, because I know that they will never repent. But I am just saying this smoke of sorrow, they will never ever repent, because nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ kò ní jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbọ́n, wọn ò dẹ̀ lè ever gbọ́n. Ó dìgbà tí a bá fi èèyàn méjì àbí mẹ́ta ká fi ṣe sample, typical example láàrin wọn kí wọ́n tó jókòó kan tó fast and bet wọ́n pé yes, wàhálà ti dé ogún débòdè po. Now, there are some lessons tí mo fẹ́ ká kọ́ lórí fídíò yìí ni wípé oyè tó kan ará Àwó báwo ni kò ṣe ní kan ará Ẹdẹ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wá fẹ́ kó kan ará Ẹdẹ yìí, ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn ará Ẹdẹ kí wọ́n má dáwọ́ lé nǹkan tí ará Ìwó ṣe o, so that wàhálà àti ìdààmú tó dé bá ará Ìwó yìí kò ní dé bá ará Ẹdẹ. Look at the governors. They are not doing anything. In the northern part of the country now, more article can, I think maybe it's here or not. Ní Plateau State, ní Jos University, wọ́n ti close down university. Àwọn students will lọ sí school mọ́. Now, wọ́n ti render life was useless forever, because I am very sure if Nigeria still remain till 2023, they will do everything possible láti make sure pé Fulani ló tún dé ibẹ̀. Now between now and 2003, that is about 2 years to this time, or 1.5 years to this time, wọ́n ti add them a wasteful life tí àwọn people, àwọn students máa lose, tó máa leave. Now they have another 4 or another 8 years again if we should allow the election to take place. Ìyẹn ni pé wọ́n ti bà kárí àwọn jẹ́ forever, ever and ever, because the next government will act on what the present administration is doing. How do you expect a student tó lọ sí school tó lò 10-12 years in the university course tó yẹ kó ṣe fún 4 years tó lò 12 years 14 years 15 years ẹlòmíì at the age of 30 ló ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gain admission. Now nígbà tó bá máa fi wọ age of 42-45 ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ graduate wọ́n dẹ̀ máa bèrè work experience. Now wọn ò dẹ̀ ní wọ́n tó máa sọ pé you are above 35 ní Nàìjíríà o ò lè ríṣẹ́ mọ́. Life wọ́n ti waste forever and evermore. And it's coming towards us now. Ó wá sọ́dọ̀ wa. How do we avoid it? We need to rise up now. Let's continue with the video. For some, I will make him play like 5, 6, 7 minutes. Can to cut it short. Then can listen to that topic.
That area is so volatile. That area is so volatile that every little thing that happened, it escalates. Now, the reality that is, they said these people came from Bauchi and they were going to Ondo State. Now, let us tell ourselves the truth. If you know the geographical map of Jos, the road from Bauchi to out of Jos has nothing to do with what Rukuba Road. Now, first of
all, this man is an Hausa man. He's not a Fulani, or I don't know, maybe he's a Fulani or whatever. But I know he's an Hausa man from Plateau State. Look at the way he analyzes it, or he is analyzing the video, or the incident to Sheleni, Plateau State. We are talking about one state here. He's talking about one state, and we're talking about the whole federation. And some people say, continue. Continue. Let's keep enduring. And these people are busy buying weapons, keeping weapons, strategizing, trying to perfect their strategies. And you are busy going to wedding. Emoye private jet to war Kano Leni, over 100 private jets. How did they get the money to buy the private jet? Or is private jet $10,000, $20,000? Millions of dollars. Where did they get that money from? And meanwhile, many Nigerians cannot afford 2 square meal a day. Almost shoti je ni à ń béèrè lénìí kì í ṣe shoti yo. You are busy going to attending party. Ẹ wá wo party tí wọ́n ṣe lénìí, wedding tí wọ́n ṣe lénìí, ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, mo dẹ̀ tún wá pity àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà. Mo pity àwọn wèrè ọmọ Yorùbá, ọmọ àlè Yorùbá. Mo pity àwọn bastard and idiot from Biafra and from the southern part of the country. Tí wọ́n pera wọn ní PDP member, APC member, AGA member, Kiniko AC member, or whatever. Or refrigerator member, whatever. What have you? Whatever you call your party. You are all fools. Ẹ wo kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ni. PDP members wọ́n attend the party wedding yìí. APC member were there. AGA member were there. All of them came together just to let you know wípé these people are just using you. They are playing on your integrity, on your intelligence. How long will it take you to wake up, to wisen up, to fight for your rights? Otherwise, you will remain their slaves forever. That is, if you are fortunate not to be killed during this forthcoming jihadist war. If you are fortunate to see the end of the war, wàá ti ká bọ́nú, wàá ti ká bọ́jú báyìí, wà láìpẹ́ omi ò ní jáde ńbẹ̀. Why don't we make these our stupid leaders, some of them, typical example and scapegoat? Look at our soldiers. Our soldiers nínú ojú ogun. These are they tí wọ́n ti fall lójú ìjà. they cannot afford to send them to a better hospital for better treatment. But your government can afford to send bandits out of the country for better treatment. Your president can afford to use your money, to spend your money, taxpayers' money, to go abroad to receive treatment for medical checkup. And there is no syringe, ordinary syringe near Sorok. And you are still dying, calling and preaching for one Nigeria. One Nigeria, my foot. Look at them. Some of them have lost their hands. Some of them have lost their legs. Look at this one. Wearing number 3 t-shirt. He has lost his 2 legs. He's useless for himself. He's not useful again. He's useless for the country. And the government are not ready to do anything to better their lives for them. Gbogbo pátá wọ́n ti di handicaps. Wọ́n ti dàkàndá ẹ̀dá, which is not natural. Artificial àkàndá ẹ̀dá lélẹ́yìí. But what is the government of Nigeria doing to enhance their lives? And meanwhile, you are still dying, calling for one Nigeria. That is why sometimes tí bá rí àwọn ènìyàn tí wọ́n sin Nigeria, tí wọ́n lose a part of their body or wọ́n lose anything, mi ò kí n fi bẹ́ẹ̀ pity wọn. Because you ought to have wising up. You ought to have known what you are doing now. The funniest part of it ni wípé àwọn ẹlòmíì, they will teach them against their people, send them to go and kill their own people, and they will do that without looking back. Any man that sells his brother, the buyer will never ever trust him. You sell your brother to me, and you are urging me or you're expecting me to still trust you? Never. Because as long as you can close your eyes and open it, and you don't think twice to sell your brother because of money, me only ever trust a man. And nobody in his right senses will ever trust you for doing that. The only person that I see as a better governor in Nigeria is Governor Otom. And may God continue to bless him. May God continue to strengthen him. May God continue to uplift him. May God continue to protect him for his people, so that he can lead them to the promised land. He stands and he stands and he stands. He never ever looked back, and he never compromised. But pity enough, our rulers in Yoruba land and in Biafra nation, most of them are compromised. They've been compromised. They have tarnished their image, all because of money, all because of food, all because of peanuts, all because of useless, this worldly thing. Forgotten that they live today, tomorrow there will be no more. They didn't come to this world with anything, neither will they live with anything, with a dime. Don't bury it pẹ̀lú limousine. Come bury it with the most expensive casket in the world. Come for wristwatch, the most expensive diamond wristwatch or golden ring or whatever. Come for see. At the end of the day, if they get there in 10 years' time, those things will be there. Then you will be no more. You will be no more. Why don't you rise up now and fight for your future? Kí ojú ayé lójú ayé, kí ọjọ́ iwájú ẹ kó má bàjẹ́. Now these are the soldiers permanently defunct, all because of Boko Haram. They were not sent to abroad for treatment. Yet they intend to send those who put them in this condition to abroad, who they nicknamed repentant. This government is too evil. Life no balance. Now just know, see, this like government are evil. I am not just knowing this for today. I have known them for years. They are all heartless. I know that they are ordinarily heartless, my people. I can say they have the love of their people at heart. I am not blaming them, but I am blaming our leaders, our stupid and foolish leaders. I am blaming our stupid and foolish politicians in Yoruba land for selling their people so cheap. For selling their integrity so cheap. For having eyes and cannot make proper use of the eyes. For having brain and knowledge, but they could not use it in a proper and rightful manner. They think education is the best legacy to do things. Yes, they are educated. They are exposed. They are civilized as they are claiming. But their education, their exposure, their civilization is nothing. As useless as any other thing. Think of it. Hey. About that, you're only useless government. Oh my shield. Amen, 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 amen in Jesus' name. Now let's continue with this video. Let's enjoy it a bit before we go into another video.
This is an area where the IDPs from Jombasa have been living. So within that, you should know the tension within that area is so bad. So the question is, how did that vehicle from Bauchi, which is en route to Ondo State, find its way to a location where there was killings few days?
No, it's just like someone is going to Oyo. Someone is going to Oyo. Okuro leko, ṣé ń gbọ́ mi ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Ṣé mo pé yẹ kó navigate to Ibadan straight? Or kó lọ gba Ìbàràpá wọlé. Now you are going to Oyo. Òde Ìjẹ̀bú Òde àbí Ṣàgámù. O fèsì Ọ̀rẹ̀. And you are going to Oyo, ó dẹ̀ kúrò Ìbàdàn. Just exactly how it is. For you to know that these people had their mission. Yoruba Emasu.
To that attack. That's the reality. Now, let us tell ourselves the truth. What is happening on the plateau is a systematic killing and annihilation of plateau people. Now, I was on radio on Wednesday and we were discussing about security problems, and I said the government have always said we will bring the perpetrators to book. The government have always used the statement, we will fish out those people who have been...
But has that ever been done? No. Why? Because they have their mission. And what's their mission? To Fulanize Nigeria. Now, why are our people so daft? Why are our people so blindfolded to the extent that they don't seem to see this coming? They don't seem to believe what we have been saying. Despite the fact that 100% of what we say come to reality. Why are our people so... I just don't know. I don't know the adjective that I can use to qualify our people. Because sometimes when I sit down and I think about the behavior, the lackadaisical attitude of our people towards this agitation, I feel sorry for myself. I feel sorry for my people. I feel sorry for my future. Because I think we are joking now. Despite the fact of the killing everywhere across the land. genocide is going on in the country. Yes, most of our people back home don't know what is going on in the country. Why? Because the newspaper will never carry it. They will never allow the news to be broken in the media houses, like in the radio station, television station, and all that. But they have an advantage. And the advantage is because we are here in abroad, we know virtually what is going on in the country. And we tell them what is going on, but some of them don't believe. They think we are joking. They think we are we are just spreading propaganda. Àdúrà tí mo gbà ní pé k'Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó dé kí wọ́n tó fura. Now, every day the government is suffering pé we will bring the perpetrators to book. But has that ever been done? Because they know what they are doing. They are not after your religion, whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim. They don't want to care about the religion you perform. But they are after you, your life. One, they will take it off the surface of the earth. Then, the major thing they are after is your land. Because your land is richer than their land. So, they are ready to take the land and to have the control over everything you have in the land, both in and on the land. Look at what is happening in Afghanistan now. Billions of dollars, trillions of dollars has been wasted by America, by the American government. They labored for them. They allowed them to reign. They allowed them to, they supported them to perpetrate the evil. They deceived them. They betrayed them. In collaboration with the president, the former president of Afghanistan. Here we are today. American governments are now full of regret. I just hope they wake up to learn their lessons, to rise up now and divide Nigeria before it is too late, because Nigeria's situation is going to be worse and it's going to hit them harder. By the time they take over Nigeria, millions of Nigerians are coming to US, millions of Nigerians are coming to Europe to pull down the economy. They should sit down now. Do not think about what they are eating today, but they should think about the adverse effect of what is going on in the country called Nigeria, the ethnic cleansing, the genocide that is going on in the country. Failure to do so, America, be ready. Nigerians are coming. Europe, UK, be ready. The Nigerians are coming, especially the Southerners. We are coming to destroy your economy for you. The economy you've been busting off, bragging, thinking you have arrived. We are coming to destroy the economy for you. It is better you back out now. You stop supporting the evil that is going on in the country. You know Nigerians. You know that they are wide. They are more intelligent than you people. And they will do everything possible to destroy to destabilize, to disintegrate, to destroy your economy when the time comes. Because you started it. We are not Afghanistans. We are not from Yemen. We are not from the Arab nation. But we are advanced. We have highly intelligent people, the computer gurus, the educated fellow that can shake your economy. It's better you rise up now and save the lives to save your future. These people have no good plan for you. You were successfully deceived by the Afghanistan government in collaboration with Qatar government and Pakistanis. Successfully. You think you're wise, but you are not wise. You are not wise. You are fools if you don't know. You know you cannot beat Nigerians to the game. They will teach you the lessons of your life. We have been begging you. We have been talking to you. We have been trying to persuade you. But you seem not to listen to us, not to even hear what we are saying. As if we are just singing. We have a very short time. You don't have much time to spend. You know, last week, Americans were still saying that in few months' time, like 3-4 months' time, there is possibility that Afghanistan government will fall. And 2 or 3 days later, against every odds, it happened. It came to reality. What about Nigeria? Be expecting us. We're coming. EU, ECOWAS, we know you are not in existence anyway. We know you are dead on arrival. We know you are handicapped. We know you are powerless. Republic of Benin, South Africa, by the time Nigerians come to you, Nigerians will teach you how to do all these things better in advanced way, that they will paralyze your economy within 6 months. Then Nigerians are coming to paralyze the economy of the whole world. If it comes to the level of Afghanistan, I am just telling you now and I'm warning you. This is not the matter of we want to bond, we want to raise an embassy, we want to do this, we want to do that. This is just practical. It's physical. It's realistic. You know. That is just a child play. We have millions of hush puppy around the world, even in that country called Nigeria. Yes, it's not good to do that. But we're just telling you to do the needful now. You have the power to disintegrate this country. You have the power to tell Nigerian government to stop this barbaric act, this killing, ethnic cleansings, raping, and all that. You have the power to do that. If we say enough is enough today, I am very sure who born monkey, who dash monkey banana? Who are the Fulanis? But you're not ready to do that. Because you have the power to do it, but you're not ready to do that, it's going to come back at you. And it's going to bite you hard. How many millions of people will you imprison when the time comes? Where will you send them back to when the time comes? We are saying it now. It may seem as if it's a shy play or we're just blabbing. Nigerians are wise. Nigerians are wise. Nigerians are highly intelligent and highly sophisticated. You know why Nigeria is not developing? You know why the economy of Nigeria is dragging foot despite the fact that there is no social amenities in the country, no uninterrupted electricity, no good road, no security, and not all that. Nigeria still remains the largest economy in the whole Africa. Just for you to know how resourceful, how industrious Nigerians are. It's better you allow us to showcase our talent, to tell the rest of the world what we are made of, how intelligent we are, how technologically sound we are, to develop our country, to develop our continent, to help your economy. a life tó yẹ pé ẹ máa regret wípé láyé yín àti ń bá àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè ṣe àmọ́ pé Nàìjíríà are this worse. Let's continue with the video. My attention was just diverted.
Who are responsible for this evil. But the issue of the Plateau killings is the people who are doing the killings are not invisible people. They are physical. More than 68 communities on the plateau have been taken over by Fulani headsmen. Let me say this, by Fulani headsmen to be specific. More than
now let's listen to that again.
Government have always said we will bring the perpetrators to book.
Let's listen to that. There's something I want us to hear here.
Who are responsible for this evil. But the issue of the Plateau killings is the people who are doing the killings are not invisible people. They are physical. More than 68 communities on the plateau.
More than 68 communities on the Plateau state alone. It's just like when you say the whole Ondo state or the whole Osun state. You have 68 community in a state has been they are not completely displayed. ADP camp ni àwọn people yìí live now, and meanwhile the people that drove them out of their villages, out of their settlement, are living there. They are occupying the villages now, and your government, the zoo government, cannot do anything about it. They don't do anything about it. They pretend as if they don't know what is happening. Hey, àánú ṣe mí mo sọ́rí púpọ̀ ó ṣe. Àánú ṣe mí mo sọ́rí púpọ̀ ó ṣe o. And now, the foolish British ambassador sees this. She knows all this, and she starts moving around the northern state of the country, holding meeting with the emirs, wearing Egbejoda and Co uniform with them, snapping and posting for pictures while these evils are going on in Nigeria. I am sure, and I can assure you that they are going to regret this attitude, this act. Tí wọ́n wí ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí. We've just started. We've not even started. The rest of the world, be ready. COVID-19 is just a child play. Nigeria COVID-19 is coming to visit you. This is just a warning. And the same thing applicable to you stupid leaders and rulers of Yoruba or the Igbos or the southern part of the country, the middle belt. Because when the time comes, you will not escape it. You will not.
On the plateau have been taken over by Fulani headsmen. Let me say this, by Fulani headsmen to be specific. More than 68 communities. I can give you some names. When you go to Bokos, they have taken over lands. When you go to Miango, Fulani have taken over lands. When you go to Riom, they have taken over lands. When you go to Barkiladi, they have taken over lands. And the truth is, go back to the history of Plateau. Fulani people have no heritage on the plateau. How did the
Fulani people have no heritage on the plateau? And tell us wọ́n lè inherit Yoruba land wọn pé kò lè ṣeé ṣe. They are not asking you to give it to them on a platter of gold. They don't say they are not going to fight war. They are not afraid of being killed or whatever. They are not afraid of the worst. Because when they wake up in the morning, their belief is that as we are going out today, now, we are going to attack. It's either we go and come back and be successful and succeed, or we go and do not come back. They are ready to fight you. They are not begging you. And they are not ready to live in peace with you, whether they have the heritage in your land or not. What they are after is take it by force. If they refuse to give it to us in peace, we are going to take it by force.
How does a Fulani man say he owns land on the plateau? This is the truth. Now, what is happening? What is happening on the plateau is a systematic killing of plateau people. And the government is saying we will get the perpetrators to book. The perpetrators are right now sitting on what? People's ancestral lands.
Now, the perpetrators are now sitting comfortably, living in their houses, in another man's houses, feeding on their lands, grazing on their farms, comfortably, day and night. And the governors, the government are promising that they are going to bring the perpetrators to book. Yet, the rightful owner of the land are now in ADP camp. They are dying on daily basis. If not of the sickness like malaria and all that. Even recently, these herdsmen visited ADP camp in Benue State. They went to the ADP camp to kill people. You drove them out of their ancestral land. They went to the ADP camp to seek asylum in their land, and you still went there to kill them where they are taking refuge. What else do you want? Now, what do they want? They want nothing less than your land. They want nothing less than your lives. They want nothing more, less than what you have, what you possess. They want to take over everything. I just pray it doesn't get to the extent of Afghanistan. Because if it gets to that, they don't want to care whether you're a Christian or you're a Muslim or whatever, you're pagans. They don't want to bloody care. What they're after is to eliminate you. You become extinct. Once upon a time, I hope it doesn't happen anyway, there was a tribe on this land. But these people rose up and eliminated them. I pray it doesn't get to that level. And how do we avoid it? It's in your hands and in my hands. Let's continue to listen and watch this video.
You come, you kill people, they will run away, and you sit on their lands, and governments tell you they will go and look for the perpetrators. The people who are killing plateau people are the Fulani people, and they are present in the plateau land. Location, when you go to Rob today, all the indigenous people have been sacked out of Rob. Fulani people are living on their own, even some of their houses. You go to Gashish, you go to Gindi Akwati, you go to where again? A lot of locations. There's a few locations I'm giving you. When you go to Miango, you still see people, Fulani people living what? On Miango people ancestral lands. Who gave them those lands? Now, if government want to really fish out those people who are responsible for the killings of the plateau, first of all, go and reclaim people's lands from Fulani people. That Fulani people what are living on people's houses, on people's lands. People that have been killed and government have done nothing about it. It's a system. This is the government what is going on the plateau. I'm not here to defend what happened to the kid. I just said I'm against killing anybody. But what always happens on the plateau? There's always repercussion. There's always a repercussion. Every time things happen on the plateau, it escalates. Now this is a very volatile state. Go back to the history of plateau, back 2001. Every time something happens, it escalates. But what's happening on the plateau? Listen, killing plateau people has become the normal. Nobody deceive you. Nobody change. They want to change the narrative and change the story, sir. More than 2 million plateau people have been killed since 2001. Nobody is doing anything about it. More than from January. It says what from June, from July to August. More than 200 people. 200 plateau people have been killed on their ancestral.
In those days, in Nigeria, the most conducive and the most friendly atmosphere in Nigeria happened to be just atmosphere in Plateau State. If you wanted to see the white men in those days, go to Jos. You will see them there, living in peace, in harmony with people of Plateau State and all that. But go there today. How many white people, Elere, because of these barbaric killings, because of the atrocities going on in that state? Your government know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they will never, ever stop the headsmen from killing you people. Until you rise up and you say enough is enough. It will continue to degenerate to the level that you won't even like at the end of the day. Now, let's go away from this video, because I think we still have like 11 minutes 39 seconds, so it's going to take a very longer time than necessary. Now let's leave there. Let's go to some articles today. Let's go to, cleaning in Plateau State. Now, and here you are. Okay. I have, let's go to the articles for today, because àsìkò wa ti lọ, àròjọ ń solókun. Okay, I think Delta PTP congratulations, new Olufori, guide the Federation, congratulations. Nowhere is safe worldwide. Interesting. Laya Mohammed. Okay. Endless tears as flows wreak havoc in Adamawa UB. Okay, stop blackmailing. Okay, Victoria News. Joda, you already failure. PDP mocks Buhari. Okay. Yeah. Now, I talked about a governor here today. I respect this governor a lot. One president here, planning open grazing in 25 states. You don't plan for your country to be great. You are planning to legalize open grazing. Just as if Nigeria belongs to your father. Just as if the country belongs to your mother. Just as if the country belongs to your generation. Just as if you are the rightful owner of the country. Anyhow. What I always, whenever I wake up and I think about this man, this particular man, Autumn, I always pray for him, and how I wish someone like him could be our governors. Even governor in one of the states in the southwest will have gone a very long way, achieving great things. Lórí agitation tá ń ṣe yẹn. But it's quite a pity. Bí wọ́n ṣe máa ń sọ lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná, wọ́n ní it's a pity that Mr. Pity died on a pity day. It's a pity wípé ẹni tó lórí ò ní fìlà, ẹni tó ní fìlà lélẹ́yìí kò lórí fi dé. ìyá wa lákàbọ́lá wọn ní well done sir, Yorùbá nation now, no going back. Odùduwà gbè wá kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀. God will be your strength, sir. Bàbá wa Dayọ̀ Ògúnléyè wọ́n ní it's wickedness and selfishness leaders we are having, but God Almighty will visit them one by one. We need to start visiting them. We need to start visiting them now. No, let us leave everything for God. I know God is going to back us up if you try to take any step to visit them. Please, let's do that now. Let's start doing that. One, the government are vampire. It has come back to America now. Yes. MOB. One more grace Ijile Baba. Yawa Esther Oyola woni baba eko ise sa. Emi Oladimeji Akeyo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ púpọ̀. Esther Oyinwola Eshema. Woni well done sir. Yawa Kíkẹ́ lọ́mọ Láfíàjì wọ́n ní kì í ṣe wípé ó ń plan ẹ̀ mọ́. Ó ti fọwọ́ sí ní 25 states. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá wò bó ṣe máa wá ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà pé ó ṣe ń plan ẹ̀ mọ́ pé ó ti bọ́wọ́ lù. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà wípé ó ṣe ń plan ẹ̀ ni. Ká wá wo àwọn olórí burúkú gọ́vnọ̀. Àwọn wèrè gọ́vnọ̀. Àwọn lọ́ṣì, àwọn táyé wọn ò ní dá gọ́vnọ̀ tó máa accept ẹ̀. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo nǹkan tí ó tọ̀ mú sọ. Benue State Governor, I just like this man. I don't know why. I just don't know why I like the man. I love him, and I love him. Benue State Governor, Samuel Otom on Friday warned the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, against turning Nigeria into a cow republic. Sometimes when I sit myself down and I think, what the hell is this man? I mean, what the hell does he think he is? Who the hell does he think he is? Does he just sits down and make law and think it will work that way? He thinks everybody is just like him. He just thinks like someone that doesn't have brain, that doesn't know what he's doing at all. How can you turn a country like Nigeria to a cow republic or to cows republic? Wako joko wako propaganda the law wípé open grace is, oh my goodness. I don't blame him. I blame our leaders because they too are the cows. They've turned themselves to cow. Because they cannot just sit down and talk, defend their people, defend their land. And you call yourself the chief security of a country, of a state. Àwọn táyé wọn ti bàjẹ́. Governor Otom, who was reacting to the statement from presidency indicating that President Muhammadu Buhari has approved recommendations of committee to review with dispatch 368 grazing sites across 25 states in the country to determine the levels of encroachment, said that with the latest move, it was crystal clear that the president is planning to plunge the country into crisis. Ṣé ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń yé yín ni? Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń yé yín? Now, the governor said that the present regime had placed more priority on the welfare of cattle than the people that voted him into office. Now, nígbà tí mo bá wò wípé, do you think when they say these people live nomadic life, do you think it's ordinary? Or people just feel like destroying their names, tarnishing their image by saying they live nomadic lives? No, gbogbo ajá kọ́ ló lè gbà á wípé kéégún wọlé kájá má gbó. Gbogbo ajá kọ́ ló lè gbà á. Otto made this known in a statement issued and signed by his chief press secretary, Teva Akase, titled, "Presidents Turning Nigeria to a Cow Republic." Àwọn gọ́vùnà yìí jókòó sí wọ́n wò. They don't say anything. Shehu Makinde, Sanwo-Olu, Baba Ajama Gemije Bongo Sokoto, Lọ́ṣùn State, Akérédolú àbí kí wọ́n porúkọ ẹ̀, Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún, all of you, ẹ jókòó, ẹ ń wò bí mùmú, bí dìdìrì, bí ọ̀dẹ̀, bí òpònú, bí súpó arégomú, bí ẹni tí ò gbọ́n tọ́pọ̀lọ́ ẹ ti kó dànù tí ò tiẹ̀ mọbi tó lọ tí ò ní bí ẹ̀rìn. The statement read, "In a country where insecurity has reached an all-time high with hundreds being killed by armed herdsmen, bandits and other terrorists, the presidency is only bothered about animals and their safety and is deploying all machinery and arsenals of government to impose grazing reserves and cattle routes on Nigerians. This is unacceptable." Thank you so much. God will continue to bless you. God will continue to uphold you. God will continue to strengthen you. Wherever you go, the blessing, the powerful hands of God will never ever desert you. Governor Otto, you will live longer than your enemies. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You are indeed an hero. You are indeed a hero, unlike your counterparts in the southern part of the country that are only after their pockets. And the angel of God will visit them one after the other. The angel of the devil will visit them as well, whether they like it or not. The Buhari administration has turned a blind eyes to the unimaginable level of encroachment on lands belonging to Nigerians by cattle. Mr. President has never come out even once to condemn activities of the herdsmen and the attacks they visit on innocent people. The only time the president is heard speaking about atrocities of the herders is when he defends them. It is now clear that the presidency wants to plunge the country into avoidable crisis. Otherwise, what is his justification for President Buhari's insistence that grazing reserves be established across the country when Nigerians have openly kicked against the policy and have embraced ranching in place of open grazing? Nigerians, arise, O compatriots, Nigerian call obey. Ìyá wa Kíkẹ́ Lọ́mọláfíàjì, wọ́n ní ibi tí gbogbo àgbáyé ti ń advance nínú technology, zoo country called Nigeria, gbogbo èrò tí wọ́n kò ju tí màálù lọ ìgbà tó jẹ́ wípé màálù ni president. The key people in the state, that same day he visited the state, instead of them to go to where people were being kidnapped, he went to the cattle farm to visit his cattle, to speak with his cattle, to rapport with his cattle. Let me see another. Okay. 5 killed as Modekekefe, that's meat, okay? news. Al-Qaeda in Yemen congratulates Taliban. Vows to continue jihad. This is it. Our own is coming. We need to stand up and rise up now to this occasion. Al-Qaeda in Yemen congratulates Taliban. Vows to continue jihad. Ahead of 3 a.m. here in Turkey. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré wo eléyìí. Maybe bóyá a máa fi àdàgbà ètò tòní lọ síbí. Al-Qaeda's Yemen branch on Wednesday congratulated the Taliban on their takeover of Afghanistan and vowed to continue its own military campaigns. Not only them, this is another one from Nigeria. You know, Shelley, what is happening to the network? Now, Kano top official celebrates Taliban's takeover in Afghanistan as win-win. This is it. Muaz Magaji, chairman of the Kano State Gas Pipeline Project Delivery and Gas Industrialization Committee, has celebrated the victory of Taliban terrorist group in Afghanistan, prayed for by Isa Pantami, the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy. Magaji, who was first tagged for celebrating the death of the late Chief of Staff to the President Abba Kyari, and later reappointed to his current position, described unfolding developments in Afghanistan as a win-win. Now, this man is saying this. The Nigerian government are not saying anything about this. Why? Because he has said their mind. In a manner not dissimilar from Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Isa Pantami, who openly declared support for the terrorist group, Magaji said the Taliban taking over power in Afghanistan is a win. Reacting to story in Daily News Hausa announcing the Taliban government in Afghanistan, Magaji said it's a win-win in Afghanistan today. Dahiru Aliyu. Here is a secret of a Facebook post from a politician aspiring to be an APC gubernatorial candidate in 2023 celebrating Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. Save this before he starts blaming youthful exuberance for supporting extremists as if he is less than 50 years old today. Daniel Ogunleye, in this 21st century, our so-called president still talking about cow, when developed countries are planning ahead on more technology and make life easy for their citizens. He is not our president, but he's the president of zoo called Nigeria. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká wá wo ibi tí America tó ti shoot ara wọn lẹ́sẹ̀. Let's learn from this. Tell your leaders to learn from this. They think they are winning because they have impoverished their people. They make sure that poverty spread across their land. So they think they get things at will. When it is time for the election, 10 kobo, 20 kobo. America did this. Boomerang. Wọ́n shoot ara wọn lẹ́sẹ̀. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo iye loss tí America lose. This may take us some minutes, like 30 minutes or whatever. But ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ bá mi farabalẹ̀. ẹ jẹ́ ká wo fídíò yìí dáadáa. Let's watch this video first. Àwọn weapons tí America lose lọ́wọ́ Taliban lélẹ́yìí. This is it.
The Taliban are on the march and gaining territory at an astonishing rate. We're the first foreign journalists to see the latest army base the Taliban have captured in the province, and they want to show us the treasure trove of military riches they've seized with it.
You see
Many of
weapons.
these boxes supplied by the Americans hadn't even been opened before the Taliban got hold of them.
Our weapons America supply. Don't supply Afghanistan government. Now, see. Look at that.
Can anyone believe
Rockets.
that the Taliban wants peace when you've got all these weapons?
Look at billions, billions of dollars.
Most of the time we don't rely on all of this, we just rely on Allah. But it does help us a lot, and it's given us a lot of new weapons we can use in battle. Of course we want peace. All people want peace here, but the government doesn't want peace with us.
From this base alone, the Taliban say they seized about 900 guns, 30 Humvees, and 20 army pickup trucks.
Have destroyed vehicles, military vehicles there, and a huge area that they've managed to take over. I think the Taliban will see this and view this as a substantial victory.
And it follows a nationwide pattern of Afghan soldiers putting up only a half-hearted fight. Many of the fighters we saw
instead of the AK-47, you want to look at
the base.
Look at weapon.
The white flag that signifies the Taliban takeover is flying in large swathes of the country right now, and they're creeping closer to the capital. Our journey en route to the Taliban was halted.
This is a crucial highway which the Taliban have been trying to get control of.
The Afghan army brought in reinforcements to push them back. The Taliban resurgence appears to have real momentum, and that's worrying for the Afghan government and its international allies, who are now watching all the military hardware they handed over ending up in the hands of the group they're meant to be used against. The government is seen as weak and deeply unpopular in areas, particularly where the Taliban have managed to take a hold.
Can you work with any of them?
They are nothing, anything. They are nothing. In this, we will destroy them. We are going to destroy our country. They come, they bring bad situation for Afghanistan, for our people, for our civil lives, for our country, for our schools, for our hospitals, everything. They destroyed.
And this while peace talks are meant to be ongoing. And all the while the Taliban seem to be growing stronger, and that will surely lessen their desire to do any deals. Alex Crawford, Sky News in Wardak Province.
Now, that is it. Ẹ wá wo ìgbà wo ni article yìí jáde. This article, when it did come out. When did it come out? This one, it came out on July 6, 2021. 2021, July 6. Now, ẹ jẹ́ ká wo bí a máa rí current one. Let's check this one. Okay, this one came out on the 19th of this month, 2021. Now, billions in US weaponry seized by Taliban. Let's quickly go through this. Let's go through it. Billions of dollars of US weapons are now in the hands of the Taliban following the quick collapse of Afghanistan security forces that were trained to use the military equipment. Among the items seized by the Taliban are Black Hawk helicopters and a 29 Super Tucano attack aircraft. Kutosibel photo have also circulated of Taliban fighters clutching US-made M4 carbines an M16 rifle instead of their iconic AK-47s. And the militants have been spotted with US Humvees and mine resistance ambush protected vehicles. While it's virtually impossible to operate advanced aircraft without training, seizing the hardware gives the militants a propaganda boost and underscore the amount of wasted funds on US military effort in Afghanistan over the last 20 years. Wọ́n ti wà ń bẹ̀ for decades. Ẹ wá wo nǹkan tó wá end there. That is why tí mo ṣe warn wọn. They should be careful, because when it comes to the Yoruba people, the Nigerian issue, we are going to paralyze their economy. When an armed group gets their hands on American-made weaponry, a sort of a status symbol, it's a psychological win, said Elias Yusuf, Deputy Director of the Center for International Policy Security Assistance Monitor. Clearly, this is an indictment of the US Security Corporation enterprise broadly, he added. It really should raise a lot of concerns about what is a wider enterprise that is going on every single day, whether that's in the Middle East, Sub-Saharan Africa, or East Asia. The United States spent an estimated $83 billion training and equipping Afghanistan security forces over the last 2 decades. Between 2003 and 2016, the United States transferred 75,898 vehicles, almost 76,000 approximately, 5,999,690 weapons, which is 6,000 weapons approximately, and 162,643 pieces of communications equipment, 208 aircraft, and 16,191 pieces of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance equipment for Afghanistan forces, according to a 2017 Government Accountability Office report. They use America, and they used America. Eventually, they betrayed America. They exposed the Americans. They destroyed their strategies. Americans, British, learn from Afghanistan. Disintegrate Nigeria now before it gets too late. Let me read that paragraph again. Between 2003 and 2016, that is within 13 years, the United States transferred 75,898 vehicles, 5,999,690 weapons. Tari samples and 16,191 pieces of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance equipment to Afghanistan forces, according to a 2017 Government Accountability Office report. That was 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, with addition of 5 years, making it 18 years. And one with billions of dollars, they won't waste. They just wasted it. They lived a wasted life in Afghanistan. Now, from 2017 to 2019, my fellow people of Yoruba Nation and Biafra Nation, the United States also gave Afghanistan forces 7,035 machine guns, 4,702 Humvees, 20,040 hand grenades, 2,520 bombs, and 1,394 grenade launchers, among other equipment, according to a report last year from the Special Inspector General of Afghanistan Reconstruction, SIGA. Let me go through the paragraph again. From 2017 and 2019, the United States also gave Afghanistan forces 7,035 machine guns, 4,702 Humvees, 20,040 hand grenades, and 2,520 bombs and 1,394 grenade launchers, among other equipment, according to a report last year from the Special Inspector General of Afghanistan Reconstruction, SIGA. Now, as of June 30, Afghanistan forces had 211 US supply aircrafts in their inventory, and a separate SIGA report said. Ní June 30, Afghanistan forces had 211 US supply aircraft. What did they use this aircraft for? Nothing. They kept it somewhere, and they never used single one against the Taliban. At least 46 of the aircrafts are now in Uzbekistan after more than 500 Afghan troops used them to flee as the government in Kabul collapsed over the weekend. Out of these 211, 46 ni wọ́n gbé sá lọ. Ẹ wá yọ 46 kúrò nínú 211. Ìtókù wà fún Afghanistan lẹ́ni. Now it is unclear exactly how many weapons have fallen into the hands of the Taliban, but the Biden administration has acknowledged it a fair amount. We don't have a complete picture, obviously, of where every article of defense materials has gone, but certainly a fair amount of it has fallen into the hands of the Taliban. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said Tuesday, and obviously we don't have a sense that they are going to readily hand it over to us at the airport. This is a strategic táwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì yín lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ẹ má sùn, ẹ̀yin ọba ẹ jẹ́ ẹ má sùn, ẹ̀yin gómìnà ẹ jẹ́ ẹ má sùn, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lówó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ẹ má sùn. Wọn ò lo aircraft láti bá Boko Haram jà o. They are keeping them to fight you. Still, Sullivan defended President Biden's decision making in leaving the Afghan forces with high-end equipment. Even as the US military was withdrawing from Afghanistan, the United States kept aircraft flowing to the Afghans. In July, Putin plans to send 35 Black Hawk helicopters and 3 A-29s. The Black Hawks were not given to the Taliban. They were given to the Afghan National Security Forces to be able to defend themselves at the specific request of Afghan President Ashraf Ghani, who came to the Oval Office and asked for additional air capability, among other things, Sullivan said. So the president had a choice. He could not give it to them with the risk that it will fall into the Taliban's hands eventually, or he could give it to them with the hope that they could deploy it in service of defending their country. Sullivan continued, both of these options had risk. He had to choose, and he made a choice. I know they will defend themselves. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby on Wednesday also held there was a very deliberate process as U.S. forces withdrew in deciding what equipment to destroy, give to Afghan forces, or deploy it elsewhere in the Middle East. While Taliban may be keen to use some of the more advanced US weaponry, including the aircraft, the militants likely would not be able to keep them in the air for long, even if they could coax former Afghan pilots into flying for them, said Yusuf on the Center for International Policy. They may be able to manage a flight or two to operate them in some really limited capacity in the short term, but without long-term sustainment, maintenance, servicing, that sort of thing, it wouldn't turn into a robust or useful military capacity. He said it took the Afghans and the United States a long time to develop an indigenous aircraft capacity, and even then they were reliant on the United States to keep those planes in the sky. That is it. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ dìde. A more immediate concern, Yusuf said, is that so many small arms were left behind. They are easy to maintain, easy to learn how to use, easy to transport, he said. The concern for all small arms is that they are durable goods and they can be transferred, sold. We've seen this before, where a conflict ends and the arms that stay there make their way to all parts of the world, like what is going on now in Nigeria, where the used and abandoned weapons in Libya and in Mali is ending up in Nigeria now. On Wednesday, more than 24 Republican senators demanded a full accounting of U.S. military equipment given to Afghanistan forces over the past 12 months, what's been seized by the Taliban, and what plans there are to either recapture or destroy the equipment. As we watch the images coming out of Afghanistan as the Taliban retook the country, we were horrified to see U.S. equipment, including US-60 Black Hawks, in the hands of the Taliban. The 25 senators, led by Senator Marco Rubio, FLA, wrote in a letter to Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Let me read that. Let me finish this article. Then we round up. We draw the curtain on tonight's program. It is unconscionable that high technology military equipment paid for by the U.S. taxpayers has fallen into the hands of the Taliban and their terrorist allies. They added, securing U.S. assets should have been among the top priorities for the U.S. Department of Defense prior to announcing the withdrawal from Afghanistan. General Mark Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, on Wednesday declined to comment on the possibility of destroying equipment, saying the military focus right now is on evacuation operations. Still, Milley told the reporter that we obviously have capability. We don't obviously want to see our equipment in the hands of those who would act against our interests or the interests of the Afghanistan people and increase violence and insecurity inside Afghanistan. Kevin said in his own briefing, there are numerous policy choices that can be made up to and including destruction, and what I will tell you at this point is those decisions about disposition of that level of equipment in Afghanistan haven't been made yet. I know they will not make that. So, my fellow Yoruba people, here we're going to draw the curtain on tonight's program. But before I go, I want to seize this opportunity to urge all of us, both at home and in diaspora, let's work hand in hand and disintegrate the country called Nigeria. And I also want to seize this opportunity to plead with the American government and the British government on behalf of my people, the Oduduwans and the Biafrans, the Middle Beltans, that rise up now, disintegrate the country, and any attempt for you to fail to do that. I give you 6 months or 3 months after the falling of Nigeria that your economy will be completely crumbled, paralyzed, and destabilized. So, I'm begging you now, save lives to save your economy. Save Nigerians to save your economy. Save our people to save your future. Because together we are going to face the loss. It's going to hit you harder when the time comes, but it is still avoidable. How do we avoid it now? Disintegrate Nigeria so that we can live a peaceful life. If you want us to come down to the round table and talk, what will be your benefits? We can do that. Although it's not mandatory, it's not compulsory, but we can do that to make the peace reign and to let us go peacefully. To let us go, allow my people go. We are talking now, we are saying now, we are pleading now to let our people go in peace. But it's like you are turning the deaf ears. But a time is coming when there will not be solution, there will be no remedy to the problem at hand. Then I will remind you that I said it. I told you, I pleaded on this day, 21st of August 2021, to kindly disintegrate the country, but you wouldn't listen. You are increasing your enemies by the day. The Afghanistan, the Taliban, you equipped yesterday, eventually forced you out of Afghanistan now, today. The jihadists won the battle. And you, the Americans and the Britons, you lost the battle. The battle you started and you created have come back to bite you hard, to defeat you, to chase you out of Afghanistan. But we are not going to chase you out of Nigeria by the time the war comes. But we will come to your country and destabilize your economy. That is just the basic fact. That's going to be the end of today's program. Let's meet again tomorrow. But before I go, ẹ jẹ́ kí n ka article yìí. Ìyàwó Adétutù Diana Agunbíadé wọ́n ní when the president himself is a cow, so what do people follow him expect from the country? Bàbá Adayọ̀ Ògúnléyè wọ́n ní Ìjìnlẹ̀, my brother, well done, more strength to your elbow. We shall achieve our Yoruba nation by God's grace. Bàbá Adayọ̀ Ògúnléyè wọ́n ní Ìyàwó Odúsọ̀yà Bọ́lá wọ́n ní good evening Baba Marcus, well done, ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ mà. Bàbá wa Sọjí ó Biden is a complete failure to the world. Under his admin, terrorism we rise, especially in Nigeria. Only I was deployed twice to Afghanistan, and it's so pathetic seeing everything rising back up. Taliban are looking to gain more landmarks, and Nigeria is one of them. My prayer today is that not that God should come and save us in our country, but my prayer is that we learn from what happened to Afghanistan. That is my prayer. Yes, my brothers and sisters, here we're going to draw the curtain on today's program. It's 2 minutes at the downside of 3 a.m. here in Turkey. Until we come your way again tomorrow, my name remains the same. Ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus Akpèdìgbà Ìgbògbòlẹ̀ Turkey. Guguru Maharaja Dẹ́rìn Pòṣónú aka Bàbá Onírùngbọ̀n Yẹ́wùkẹ́ Mr. Sport. Èmi lọ́mọ òrìlẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n gbogbo tí ìwọ ọ̀nà jà káyọ̀ bó ṣe òrìrì ká ìgbórẹ̀ mọ́. Ọmọjọ́mọ ìyá ojúmọ̀ náírà bá rí bí ẹ̀gbọ́n ńlá òde rèé. Èmi lọ́mọ aṣọ̀túnṣọ̀sì má bàa bì kọjá alápá bàbá ká má ní tìyà. Ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ ọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀ mú màjọ́ba. ọmọ bọ́lá méjì ojúṣe yẹn ọmọ àgbẹ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀fì ọmọ ìdájú ẹ̀rùn ìpàdé wa ń kọ́ o ó di àárọ̀ láṣẹ Elédùmarè ká sùn láyọ̀ ká jí láyọ̀. But before then, let's listen to our national anthem once again. Amen.